How do you come up with your column work? Do you like come up with it on your own, or does it get assigned to you?
Yeah, I pretty much come up with it on my own. I mean, sometimes, and I'm very, like, I have a really good relationship with my editors, so like, I'm always like, by all means, if you have an idea, let me know, because
Yeah.
there's times when you're banging your head against a wall, or if I find myself like struggling, I can ask them and be like, hey, do you have any thought, or that sort of thing. But that doesn't happen very often. Most of the time I'm coming up with the ideas myself, and so I do the workplace column, and then I do other like Metro columns that run on either page 2 or 3, which usually are like sort of humor-ish.
Yeah.
Sometimes I occasionally get serious, just to give people fits, but. So yeah, those. I mean, I'm really just watching the news, and I mean, I try to make, including the workplace column, I try to make them as timely as I can. Kind of off. If I can do it off the news, I will, and that helps me too as far as story ideas, because there's just constant churn of stuff happening. So I mean, I think it's really harder when you're writing, if you're writing more, feature-ish columns or something like that, because there I think you can hit walls. I mean, after there probably is a finite number of ideas, whereas if you're sort of following trends and you're following what's happening in the world, it's kind of this constant evolution. So, I've probably done several columns that in some ways were the same idea, but it's new because there's new stuff happening. So that's it. I mean, I watch and I read a lot. Like I try to consume as much as I can. Twitter is a huge tool. I mean, I really like that, not only in terms of me like knowing about stuff earlier than you normally would, because most news now really breaks there, but it's also really good at gauging what people are talking about, what people are interested in, and even sometimes I'll throw out a tweet that is kind of like a distilled down column idea and see how people respond to it. Like today I wrote a column about the war on Christmas, just sort of like starting it early. Obviously a satirical column, but I had sent something, I think it was yesterday, throwing out a couple like ideas about the war on Christmas or something like that, and a couple lines that I thought were funny, just to see if people, and that was kind of a good way to gauge, like, is it too, I mean, I thought it was funny to just, as soon as Halloween is done, to get into that, because it's pretty much true. Like, places are playing Christmas, like Starbucks switched to their red cups already. I mean, it's just like that. So I thought it was funny, but I wasn't sure, and so I wanted to kind of gauge it. So, like I said, I kind of threw a few things out on Twitter, and and there was a good reaction. So that gave me a sense that, okay, yeah, that's resonating with people. So that's I found that to be increasingly more helpful as I've gotten sort of better at trying to use that. I kind of will seed ideas a little bit and see, and if something falls flat, then that's kind of a red flag. Like, okay, maybe, I mean, that doesn't mean I won't do it as a column, but it